Again, great innovation showcase. More of them coming up over the next couple of days. Check your Cisco event app. Make sure that you are on top of all that is available to you. Now, I want to continue this conversation on the intent-based data center. Really try to understand more about what makes that architecture run. I've got Lior Goldgraber here with me. Lior, thanks for coming on in. I'll drag you in closer to me. All going well. Thank you for taking the time. I know you got a crazy hectic schedule, so thank you for joining us here. Lior is head of EMEA DC marketing with us here at Cisco. All right, kick us off. What are the current market dynamics that are happening in the data center space today? What are the challenges we're looking at? How are we solving those challenges here at Cisco?
Okay, so basically what we see in the last mainly 5 to 7 years is a major change for IT professionals in this space. So we are looking at it, we call it the perfect storm on 3 different verticals. So one of them is about the workloads, where they reside. So it was very easy 7, 8 years ago, everything was in the data center, floor -5, everybody knew where it is, and then we started to see shift to a managed services, data center services. We're seeing a move to private clouds, and obviously public clouds becoming very, very interesting in the last 2, 3 years. You know, in Cisco Live 3 or 4 years ago, when we talked about public clouds, everybody said, is it really happening? Is it really serious? And so on. Today, no doubt. So everything is moving there. This is the first vector. The other one is what IT is doing. So IT used to control everything, right? And what we see as we move forward is that budgets are moving out of IT to other departments. We are seeing DevOps guys becoming very, very vocal and asking for their services. We are seeing developers becoming the #1 customer for every IT professional. So if we don't give them what they want, they cannot deliver the apps that the business requires. So that's the second one. And the third one, we are seeing a major shift of how applications are being developed. So again, from monolithic, very easy, here's the code, resides on a very specific server. We are going to containers now, where I like to call it the virtualization of the virtualization, because 7, 8 years ago, with the introduction of virtualization for the first time, we start seeing multiple machines running on one physical one. Now we are seeing multiple instances of a code running somewhere. And this brings us all to the discussion of multi-cloud, which is the major transformation that we are all trying to solve in the end of the day, because customers want to use all these great public clouds, move these workloads as we just described, and we want to make it easy for them, which is a challenging task, but we are doing that. Yeah.
How quickly is this taking place? I mean, the demand has got to be incredibly high. How do we keep up with that demand, and how do we do it securely? There's really a second part to my question.
That's a great question. So, it's all about, what we are here to discuss, the intent-based data center. So basically the whole architecture that we built, Cisco is in the data center business for the last 10 years. We started with switches, then we went to compute, now we are doing a lot. All the rest, almost all the rest. And we are doing that with our partners as well, the ecosystem partners and so on. But basically, all the products that we deliver and all the products that we develop and the software that we build in the last few years are all to serve one purpose, to enable this multi-cloud journey, because in the end of the day, customers, this is what they want. They want to wake up in the morning, they have a request coming from the business, they want to make sure they can deliver it in 1 hour, half an hour, whatever it takes. And we are here to solve them this main challenge of the business.
So let's go back a little bit. So you just popped up multi-cloud. I wanted to go there anyway with you, which is just great. Give me multi-cloud from your perspective. Explain how you view multi-cloud, about how the industry looks at multi-cloud, what it really means, but more so how it relates to the IBDC.
Okay. Another great question.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to follow you down the path. You're setting me up. I'm just teeing them off here.
Perfect. So, when you look at multi-cloud, customers are looking today at running apps in the best way. That's the main challenge. Obviously, in a secure manner, we'll get to security. Without security, we have no reason to be here, right? So, this is their main task. Now, the options are there. They can go to public cloud services, they can build their own private, they can do whatever they want. So the options are all there. Now, the decision that they need to take is, if they have 200 applications, just for an example, this is a small customer with 200. We have customers with thousands of applications. They need to take a decision, what's the best venue for this specific application? That's the main question. Why is that? Because it needs to be cheap, it needs to be secure, it needs to be very, very agile, and if they want to move it between different public clouds, they want to do it on the fly, because nobody wants to get married with a public cloud provider, right? Like with any other vendor in the industry. So this is how I see that. You wake up in the morning, you have a lot of options where you want to go, and you need to pick the best venue to go to get your stuff going. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's go to some hard examples here at this point. Give us a sense of the products, the technologies that are supporting the IBDC architecture today. What is really exciting you out there from what you're seeing in the field right now?
So I'm excited about the innovation that we had in data center in the last 2-3 years mainly. We did a lot there. We had a lot of launches. We just introduced two new products here at Barcelona. And I'm very excited about what we are doing in the UCS space, in the compute space. I always remind our customers and partners 10 years ago, when we started talking about it, everybody laughed at Cisco.
Yeah.
They said, guys, you lost it. Look where we are today. So this is one of them. The next one, HyperFlex, extremely interesting. We started selling HyperFlex, actually we brought it to market 2 years ago. It just flies, rock high. So very good traction there with customers, and we just announced the new version with a lot of new capabilities that enable, again, the multi-cloud journey. Basically, everything we do, we look, does it actually deliver what we need for multi-cloud, or it's just another feature? And this is how we test things. So that's the second one. The third one we announced a few months ago, Intersight, which is our cloud-based UCS HyperFlex management system, but we have so many customers coming to see the demos in the booth, and see that it's actually alive and doing what we intended to do, by the way. So
and this is beautiful, because again, by having the people here in the room with us, we can show it to them one-on-one. I'm so sorry, but I want to make sure that people know where you are. Head straight down the hallway into the world of solutions.
Yeah.
Go and talk with Lior and his team, and again, they'll explain the intent-based data center to all of you. Lior, thank you for your time.
Thank you a lot.
Really appreciate the opportunity for the two of us to chat here today, and enjoy the rest of the week here. Hope you'll come back and visit us a little bit more again throughout the course of the week.
Steve.
Okay, so we're going to turn our attention now for the next couple